Budapest, Hungary, July 1946. Prices are doubling every 15 hours. The worst hyperinflation in recorded history. The government prints a 100 quintillion pengo note. A family's entire life savings cannot purchase a single loaf of bread. But not everyone was destroyed. Across 6 major hyperinflations since 1900, Weimar, Hungary, Yugoslavia, Zimbabwe, Argentina, Venezuela, 5 asset classes survived every single one. And the one that performed best is not the one you've been told. It isn't gold. Asset 1, agricultural land, Weimar Germany 1923. Urban professionals are starving. But German farmers are being paid in manufactured goods, labor, and foreign currency. Not marks. Their land isn't just holding value. It's producing the only commodity nobody can stop needing. Calories. Russia 1992. Household dachas produced 92% of the national potato crop during economic collapse. Argentina 2001. Agricultural land prices recovered within 18 months while financial assets took a decade. Reinhardt and Rogoff's dataset spanning 70 countries and 8 centuries confirms the pattern. Agricultural land has maintained real value through every hyperinflationary episode in the modern era. Not because land is scarce. Because eating is non-negotiable. Asset 2 is the one nobody wants to hear. Asset 2, fixed-rate debt. Hugo Stins borrowed millions in depreciating marks. Bought factories, mines, shipping lines. By November 1923, his debts had evaporated into nothing. His assets remained. He was the richest man in Europe. The mechanism is pure arithmetic. Borrow in expensive currency. Repay in worthless currency. The debt consumes itself. You keep what it purchased. American fixed-rate mortgages after 1946 produced the identical result. Argentine peso-denominated mortgages in 2001, same mechanism. In every hyperinflation since 1900, strategic debtors outperformed disciplined savers. Every single time. Asset 3 is the simplest and the most consistently life-saving. Asset 3, foreign hard currency held physically. World Bank data from 2021. 65% of all Venezuelan transactions were being conducted in US dollars. Physical cash. Not in banks. Banks were frozen. In envelopes, in homes, in safes. Handed across counters. Zimbabwe after 2008, same dollarization. Lebanon after 2019, identical. Yugoslavia 1993, Deutsche Marks replaced the dinar overnight in street commerce. When local currency dies, a parallel monetary system emerges immediately. And it runs on physical foreign bills held outside the banking system. Families holding even modest amounts of hard currency maintained purchasing power while their neighbors' savings vaporized around them. Asset 4 is the one economists consistently overlook. Asset 4, small businesses that reprice daily. Yugoslav hyperinflation, 1993. Market vendors who repriced every morning maintained real margins. Their inventory was their store of value. Their pricing flexibility was their inflation hedge. Shops bound by contracts or government price controls were destroyed within weeks. Same pattern in Venezuela. Small businesses repricing in real time survived. Large formal businesses with monthly pricing cycles hemorrhaged value until they collapsed. In Weimar Germany, the German stock index, representing businesses capable of adjusting output prices, actually rose in real terms during segments of the hyperinflation while bonds and savings accounts were simultaneously annihilated. A business that can reprice its output daily is a living inflation hedge. Asset 5 survived every single case, and almost nobody categorizes it as an asset. Asset 5. Physical inventory of essential goods not gold. Not collectibles. Usable goods that humans need to function. Cuba's special period. A stockpile of antibiotics was worth more than a year's physician's salary. Soviet collapse. Cigarettes, soap, and batteries became functioning currency in informal markets across 12 time zones. Argentina's Trueque barter networks at peak participation, 6 million people. Households with preserved food and basic tools extracted more exchange value than households holding financial assets. NBER literature on informal economies during crisis consistently documents that households maintaining physical inventories of essential goods demonstrate measurably higher economic resilience than those holding equivalent value in financial instruments. Now notice what's missing from this list: the absence gold. Confiscated by executive order in the United States in 1933. Restricted in the United Kingdom from 1947 to 1979. Criminalized in India under the Gold Control Act of 1968. Governments have seized or restricted gold ownership during precisely the crises when holders needed it most. Stocks held in brokerages that froze. Bonds denominated in dying currencies. Savings accounts in banks that shuttered. Every asset on this list that failed shares one structural property. It required an institution to function. A brokerage. A bank. A court system. A government that honored property rights on that specific asset. And every asset that survived shares the opposite property.